On the field tonight, as opposed to being up in the box?
Yeah, what happened, NCAA's got new rules about headsets, and they've cut out a bunch of them, so I think only one of our grad assistants is allowed to wear headsets, and we had some problems last week with organization, getting things in and getting things adjusted. Thought we tried. Lorenzo and I swapped places just to see how it went, and I thought it went a little better, but as far as just the operations of it.
When you look at the points and the yards you've given up these first two games, does it make you cringe, or are you seeing something we're not seeing?
I tell you, it's, I've never been so proud of a bunch of kids, but at the same time so disappointed in some of them. And we got some guys playing really well, but we got some guys right now, they can't function out there. We're missing assignments, and even when you line up on great players like Georgia has, in the right technique, the right defense, the right assignment, you're going to lose sometime. You're going to lose that battle. We got guys who can't play consistently, so that's a major concern. I don't know if I've ever been in a game where you give up that kind of yards and score 3 touchdowns on defense, basically score 3. And we've done it. I liked it. I mean, we're doing a good job of pressuring, getting the ball and scoring on defense. But right now, some of our worst series are right after we do that and go right back out on the field. I don't know if our kids don't have the maturity to flip the switch and get right back out on the field or what it is. We'll go out and make a big play and score on defense, and we come back out and give up a 90-yard drive. It's got to stop. There's some times when some of our best players have got a chance to make a play and get the water cut off, and they're not getting it done.
Ellis, could you just talk about what Melvin Ingram and the impact he had on tonight's game?
Well, I mean, it's all the phases, so, more than just on defense. The fake punt was unbelievable. I think, Coach had it all set up to where we would check to it in a certain situation, and I think we had that situation, but it wasn't the exact look. And the guy got a shot at him right at the line of scrimmage. But he looked like an NFL fullback or running back. That wasn't a punter or a kickoff guy trying to tackle him on that thing. That was one of their best corners. That's an NFL corner that tried to tackle him right there in front of our bench on the second missed tackle. And I guess he thought he was going to get run over, but he shook him. Just an unbelievable play. I mean, if that play doesn't happen, I think, we're swimming on both sides of the ball.
Can you just talk about his athleticism, Coach? Does it surprise you that he has a game like this?
No. I mean, Melvin, I had Melvin as a linebacker the first year I was here. And he was lost behind Brinkley, South, Paul. I can't remember who else I had him, but he was struggling a little bit learning the position. His athleticism was such we had to move him. We were thin up front, so Brad took him. He's bounced around from tackle to end, linebacker originally and all that. We've always known about Melvin's athleticism. Coach even took him over and tried to make a fullback out of him for a while, both full-time for a few days and split time on offense and defense. He couldn't learn that. That's too much to ask of him. But the plays he made tonight, in several areas, were just unbelievable. I would say the things he did tonight affected the game as much as any other one played on the field.
You talk about Jadavion and the forced fumble right there.
Yeah, I think he didn't force it. I don't think he did. Somebody else had forced it. I'm not sure who did. Was it him?
At the end of the game.
Yeah, get the interior. Yeah, okay. We slid our front over and went to an odd front. And I think they missed an assignment, and he came clean inside. And I saw Melvin tapping it and trying to illegally scrape it along. I thought maybe he knocked it out, but apparently it was Jadavion. I don't know how well he played tonight. I know he had one missed sack because it made a big difference for us. We'll have to see the tape and see how he did.
Things in Ingram at practice, just athletic-wise in Ingram?
Oh, yeah. We've known about Melvin for a long time. As I said earlier, he's been tried at every position on the field. He can probably throw the ball as far as Stephen. But he can do a lot of things. And I think Coach Butler's been very wise in how he's used him in that punt formation, because now we don't have to fake another punt this year. Somebody's going to have to be concerned about the fake punt, so that's a big thing.
What was he also a long snapper?
Don't know about that one.
What was Murray seeing when he was completing all those underneath passes? What was happening with you defensively?
We've had 2 games in a row now, and I think when you see some of the spread offensive teams, you know you're going to get it. When you think about Georgia, you don't think about that, but what a lot of people, they get in that shotgun and just releasing 5 receivers real quick and throwing it 3-step. You're not going to get there on pass rush unless he pulls it down and can't get it in there. We played man and tried to get up and press them. Some of our guys did not play aggressively. They didn't have the confidence, or he didn't have the technique. I don't know what it was. We tried to switch over a little bit to zone and try to drop into some of the areas they were throwing. Every play was not a 3-step drop, but I'll tell you, in the last 3 series where they were really moving the football, at least 70% of their throws were 3-step throws. And we didn't defend it well and aggressively. We got to get more poise in there and more aggressiveness and confidence and lock it down. And Georgia's got great players, and they're going to make some of them, but you can't just continually let them keep throwing the football and not contesting it. I don't worry about the interference penalties. I worry about the uncontested balls. And it's just like that in the end zone at the end. Get up there and fight for the thing. Get an interference call, that's fine. Don't sit there and get pushed around there and bring them out.
Coach Johnson, one last question. Coach Spurrier said he'd never seen a game like this, which I thought was a pretty impressive comment. Have you seen a game quite like this?
Well, I've been coaching longer than he has, but I've been in some wild ones. I don't know. This was a made-for-TV game, but it wasn't. It was very sloppy. It was very ugly, and that's why I said earlier I'm very proud of our players because a lot of times they could have folded it up and said frustration takes over, whatever. But they played through it. And they made some critical plays at critical times and did some things. But boy, we got so many things we're not doing well right now, and it's 2 weeks in a row. But I think anytime you got the kind of athletes that are on the field in the SEC and people start spreading it out and throwing it around, you had unbelievable things in the kicking game. We obviously did some things today that turned the ball game around. We also had a bunch of field position problems with that. So it doesn't surprise me. That football's changing. The guy said the other day, a gang tackle is 2 people.
Thanks, Ellis.
Thank you.
Thanks.